somebody and about somebody, as long as you ended it with bless her heart. Is it like that here too? I mean, you could say stuff like, why that no good child, she ought to be in jail, she runs around on her husband, she doesn't feed them kids, the last time they had to get a loan, someone had to co-sign for them. Bless her heart. But then there was another bless too, and that was bless my soul. And bless my soul was sacrosanct. And we used to have this wonderful lady in my hometown that was forever saying, bless my soul. And you could take that to the bank. Her name was Grandma Sims. She wasn't actually my grandma. She lived across the back fence, but we all called her Grandma Sims. And she used to come over to our house and make us hot water cornbread. I bet none of you have ever had hot water cornbread. It's not like traditional cornbread. How can I explain this? Well, if you think about it, every culture of the world really has a recipe for fried dough. I mean, the Danes make apple skewer, and the French beignets, and sopapillas, fried wonton,
bagels.
There you go. Casey's Donuts. Hot water cornbread is actually more of a black dish and goes all the way back to Civil War days, and that was their version of fried dough. And have you ever known anyone that loved music more than life and couldn't sing a lick? Well, that was Grandma Sims. She would come over to our house very early on a Sunday morning and make us this wonderful hot water cornbread, but 5 o'clock in the morning she'd be in the kitchen singing. And I'm not lying, dogs and cats would go running away. The recipe is real simple. So I'm just going to put it in the first verse of the song. And for those ladies of you who are keeping notes, this is the actual recipe. You need 2 cups of cornmeal finely ground. Make sure it's white when you mill it. Then some oil, about 1 inch deep, real hot but not smoking in the skillet. 4 spoons of flour, a teaspoon of salt. Then you pour from that whistling pot 2 cups of boiling water. Be careful, don't you spill it. Now comes the tricky part. You gotta add the water to all that dry stuff you got. And the only way to do it is to put your hands in and do it quickly, because it's hot. Drop them in the skillet when they're round. Turn them over once they're brown. Feeds 4 hungry people. That's a lot. Hot water cornbread, my grandma's cornbread. See her in the kitchen, oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma say, bless my soul. It takes me back to childhood Sunday mornings. Grandma singing in some mystery key. I hear my daddy saying, rise and shine, you lazy cowboy. Someone's in there cooking up a special treat for us to eat. And I know just what he's talking about. I jump out of bed. Gotta be my grandma's sweet cornbread. Hot water cornbread, my grandma's cornbread. I see her in the kitchen, oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma saying, bless my soul. up and moved away. Because the doctors nowadays say if you eat that fried stuff, it's going to be hell to pay. Well, I guess they're right, but here's what I think. Spend your life trying to be in the pink, you don't really live any longer, it just seems that way. Hot water, cornbread, my grandma's cornbread, see her in the kitchen, oh, I miss her so. I hear my grandma saying, bless my soul. Hear my grandma saying, bless my soul. My grandma used to say, bless my soul. I promise not to get too maudlin tonight, but I can't do a show without talking about my wife. My late wife, Mary, I lost Mary 4.5 years ago, and Mary and I were either married, engaged, going together, or known each other since she was 11 and I was 14. I've never had another girlfriend in my life or another date, and losing Mary was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And one of the things that I love about music, about this folk music that we do, is it's allowed me to grieve publicly, and because I found that the kind of music that we share, that you guys get it, and so that's allowed me to sort of deal with this. And this next song was Mary's favorite. There's a songwriter that I think was the great Texas songwriter named Mickey Newberry, and this was Mary's favorite Mickey Newberry tune, and so I always try to do this for her. And I have to tell you, sometimes I can get through this song and sometimes I can't. But it's a song that only has 2 words in the chorus, so if I get lost, you guys can help me. My world is like a river, as dark as it is deep. Night after night, the past slips in, gathers all my sleep. My days are just an endless stream of emptiness to me, filled only by fleeting moments of her memory. Sweet memory, sweet memory. She slipped into the silence of my dreams last night, wandering from room to room. She's turning on each light. Her laughter spills like water from the rivers to the sea. I'm swept away from sadness, clinging to her memory. Sing with me.
sweet.